Ask this instead. How are you holding up? I remember speaking to a dad, and I asked him, how are you holding up? And he started crying. And I asked him, why are you crying? And he said, nobody's asked me that in the way that you've asked me. And you know what? He was 10 years out. I've just come out of a TV interview. I was invited in to talk about grieving dads and Father's Day. And so if you are a dad where you've just lost your child and this is your first Father's Day, let me first acknowledge your loss and to say that you're probably experiencing the rawness of it. It's recent and it's brutal and you're sitting in survival mode, and I see you. The other father that comes under the roof of Father's Day is the dad who is on a recurring Father's Day. So it may be the 5th, the 6th, the 10th, the 15th. For me, it's the 21st. And it's a quiet ache. It's grief changing over time, reshaping over time. It's grief that's become a passenger for life, and it will not leave. So I'm going to turn the conversation to the friends and family and colleagues who are looking at this video. And as a grieving father myself, through my own lived experience, there's 3 things I'd like to share with you that you can actually engage with grieving dads in your family, in your community, in your workplace this weekend and next week. Number 1 is starting a conversation differently. What I mean by that is, instead of asking, how you doing? Are you okay? Because that question forces the dad to say, I'm fine, when he's really not. Ask this instead. How are you holding up? I remember speaking to a dad, and I asked him, how are you holding up? How are you managing? And he started crying. And I asked him, why are you crying? And he said, nobody's asked me that in the way that you've asked me. And you know what? He was 10 years out. The second thing you can do is not to offer a grieving dad, let me know if you need anything, because that then puts the onus on the dad to come back to you and say, this is what I need. And a dad will never do that. They will never make it awkward for others to feel that their grief is more important than their family's grief, for example. So the thing to do here is to act. The offer of let me know if you need anything is too vague. And it's to act. Just drop some food off at his house. Buy some groceries. Drop a card off. Or just turn up and tell him, come on, let's go for a coffee. The third thing you can do, and I think this is quite pivotal, and the power really lies with the family and friends, is to give him permission to feel. You see, grieving dads believe any kind of enjoyment, whether it's rest, whether it's a smile, whether it's having a coffee on a quiet morning, is a betrayal of his child. And so if you pick up the phone this weekend and you know somebody's struggling, give them permission and say to them, it's okay to smile. It's okay to enjoy a coffee. It's okay to rest. And it's okay to love your child without having to suffer forever. So the coming days are very difficult days for a grieving dad, but they'll never express their grief or their emotion openly. And if you are a grieving dad, or you know someone who is grieving and struggling this weekend on Father's Day, then share this video, this message with them. And I'm going to drop some more information in the description about a safe, private space where fathers can explore a little bit more, where they can think and they're able to breathe and they can set down their grief safely and find some relief